Yash said this, Yash said that. Now it's mighty funny that people are doing countless videos on YouTube about it. Not only that, now the celebrities are telling you they are cloned. It makes you think, don't it? Did not the Most High say they shall confess? Okay, they shall who? Confess. So we're not trying to get people to believe. We don't care if they believe or not. We're trying to tell you what is real, what is right in your face. Okay? Cloning have always existed, but not to mankind. They were talking about cloning in the 80s, brother, but they've been cloning for close to 100 years now. And I really believe it's beyond that. See, what people don't understand that the Most High was the first to do cloning. And see, I say this all the time. See, Satan tries to mimic what Yah does. And I told y'all a long time ago, like, this is not the real you. The real you is asleep with Yah. And depending on what you do here, you're going to wake up with Yah in office or in another dimension, depending on what you've done here. We all have clones. But the difference is Satan takes the clones for evil. See, I'm talking about everything that was for us, he take it and flipped it. Like Illuminati was never a Satan terminology. Illuminati means enlightened, meaning those who know beyond, a shadow of a doubt, the smallest things, like an owl, right? That's why they put the owl on their shirts, because an owl knows all things. So a lot of times y'all say, what Illuminati? Illuminati means illuminate ones. That means a person who knows it all, ins and out of the world. Okay? But Satan took it and made it evil. Another thing y'all didn't know, the all-seeing eye was never evil. But I ain't going to put it on my shirt today, but I'm just telling y'all how Satan took everything that was ours and flipped it and made it evil. The all-seeing eye means you can see through your pineal gland. You see all the world for what it is. That's what it really was. But Satan took it and made it evil. So now you got the all-seeing eye. You got to wonder what tripped that dude on, because the Most High hasn't given us the authority to use that again. Satan took it for evil. So everything that was ours, he made evil. The pyramids was ours, and it still is. But Satan took it and put it on the back of a dollar and made it evil. You see what I'm talking about? Everything that we have succumbed to, Satan has taken it and flipped it. That's why even though it's ours, we still can't. I wouldn't wear a shirt to say I'm Illuminati. I wouldn't do it, because it's just been so much stigma with it. The Most High has to flip it himself, because that the terminology for what we have worked for and became has been convoluted and flipped for evil. Get it? So we have to know what we're doing when we sit out here and put all-seeing eye and put tattoos on ourselves with all-seeing eye and put our eye. See, the thing is, let me explain this, because some of y'all don't understand. Satan took it for evil. So we didn't hide what we do when it was righteousness. But Satan said, I'm going to have women put hair over one eye. I'm going to have a guy cover one eye. So if you go back and look at Left Eye, you go look at some of the Prince pictures and some of all the celebrities, even Terrence Trent D'Arby, y'all remember him? Every last one of these celebrities, you'll find some type of picture with all-seeing eye. Now, what that is, the elite of Satanism have taken it and embraced it and made it evil. So now if you see Madonna, you see them all doing all-seeing eye. We knew they took something great and made it evil. So Satan claps on that he took a thing that was us, a spirituality, and turned it evil. Get it? So we stay away from that, because he taken it and the Most High allowed him to take it and made it evil. So we don't want to jump in those types of entities and jump into these types of slogans and become what we know we're not. And we know we started it, but we have to let them have it right now. We have to let them have the term Illuminati. We know it means illuminate ones. We're going to let them have that. We're going to let them have the all-seeing eye, the pyramids, and all that. We have to walk away from it, because it's too evil to touch right now. You get what I'm saying? So just get what I'm saying, guys. That's why the show is called Hollywood TV, Sports, Food Shows, and Content Creators Equal Clones. This is where we're at. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, there's pictures coming out on Tyler Perry. I have a few myself. I mean, I'm just blown away, man, that they're doing it right in front of us. Tyler Perry is not Tyler Perry. They killed Tyler Perry. I'm going to put it this way. Tyler Perry may not be dead, okay? I don't want to put that in y'all heads because I really believe he is, but let's just keep it simple because some of y'all can't handle this rabbit hole. You say you can, you're just thirsty for it, but you don't understand shit. Okay, so the truth is Tyler has many clones, just like Janae Monáe, the rest of them that love their clone life, okay? They have to accept it if they push it up on them. There's a picture of Tyler, and you can look, if you look deep in the eyes, the same type of clone that has Joe Biden. Joe Biden been dead. Joe is dead, though. So Joe, what you see with Joe is just past tense. Joe Biden been dead. That's a clone. So you can tell that Joe Biden on several different interviews and occasion that there was a meat suit. And then sometimes it was so sloppy, they just put the face on. And you can see the ears ain't fitting up. You can see the eyes wasn't fitting up. And y'all bought it. You should demanded the truth right there, but you bought it. So Tyler Perry, these suits that they make, it's heaven. It's not heaven. It's Satan sent. Satan got the best architects, the best seamstress. This man, these suits that they wear are so evil and demonic. They're really reptile. And they found a way to mimic the human skin, but it doesn't fit quite great. Even though they're great fitting suits, it still have a lot of flaws. So when they took that picture of Tyler, someone went in real close. You can see that his eyes don't line up with the frame of the mask. You can see that it doesn't. You can see that it's a mask. Okay, some people say it's Will Smith. Well, you got to beg to differ. Will Smith is not quite as tall. So I don't believe that because Tyler Perry is my height, 6'3", 6'4". Will Smith is not no damn 6'3", 6'4". Okay, so that right there throws that out. I don't really care who they are. I'm just making a point that the people that you see are not who they are. How else? Okay, remember I told you guys a few years ago that Hopkins were Gucci Man. Remember I told you that because Gucci Man was killed in prison. Much like they did DMX. They killed DMX in prison and brought out a clone. Y'all thought I was crazy, and that's perfectly fine. I'm so used to it, I don't expect you to get it, no way. So, Hopkins got the green light to tell people about the clone because they knew you were going to get it no way. So Hopkins, Hopkins, y'all remember, Hopkins wasn't built like Gucci. Hopkins was really thin. He's a thin guy, but he has muscle mass. He's a thin, slim dude that has a little muscle mass. That's Hopkins. He's thin, but he's got muscle mass. And he had broader shoulders, and he might be taller than Gucci. People ain't paying no attention to the facts. So when they was doing this for Hopkins to play Gucci, they really had to. It's almost like a seamstress how they do this shit. The suit that they put Hopkins in is so perfect. You can't tell at all that that's Hopkins. You probably say, "What you mean? That is man. That suit is perfect." You probably say, "Well, why can't they just clone Gucci?" It's too late. Not just that, Gucci have never been athletic. Always been pudgy. I mean, go look at the real Gucci with his face fat and shit. Gucci have, come on, man. When I first saw that guy, I said, that's not no Gucci. I don't know who it was at the time. I couldn't put it together until Hopkins admitted it. Then I had to go back and look at teeth, and I had to get close to the eyes. I said, that's fucking Hopkins. That is really Hopkins. The smile, the teeth, and the fact that he got someone, he got the green light to tell y'all because he knew y'all. Hell, Nobody believed it, but I got it. I knew Gucci was not Gucci coming out of prison. And the same with Kodak Black. That's not Kodak Black. But we just trying to tell y'all how this shit works for a minute, right? Because I don't talk about it as much as I used to. But Hopkins has played Gucci to the max, and he had to. You probably say, well, why would they pick Hopkins? Hopkins sold out. He didn't have to. Hopkins had a deal, an independent deal, and it was called Funk Volume. Well, word has it that the guy that used to manage them, they was making a deal with Warner Brothers. Okay. Now, for some reason, the other half of Hopkins, who was a joint venture, didn't go on with their project. They stopped cold turkey because you hear nothing else about them. But Hopkins went going, and first Hopkins had to deal with what it called Kamita. What's her name? I don't remember her name, but she was the Eazy-E wife, and she tried to screw him. I mean, not sexually. She tried to take him from broke. I mean, that's facts. He even did a song about it. Hopkins was doing pretty good just independently, but they all want the same deal. They just all want to be, I don't know what it is with these young folks, but they all want to have the pie in the sky. They want everybody calling their name. They want to work with the greats, Tamika. That's who, he went off on that ass. But make a long story short, when he got with that dude that it was 50-50 on Funk Volume, that's when shit turned, because they started making deals with Warner Brothers distribution, and for some reason they saw Hopkins more profitable than any of them. Hopkins
1 in 6
are very deep, man, and a lot of times what happened with the celebrities, they get so tired of the rituals, they just want out. So I know the next question comes up saying, well, Yash, if they got so many clones, can the clone do it? They know you from the clone. They created you. They know the real clone from the fake clone. They know the real you from the clone, put it that way. All right. So since you ain't got no work to do, and the clones are doing all your touring, they're doing all your interviews, you can go to do the rituals. See, that's why they get burnt out. They figure, well, let my clone do it. Nope. Your clones are already doing enough. They out there working for you, making you money. You ain't doing shit but just having a nice time. So since your clones are doing all the work for you, you can keep up with the rituals. So you're gonna go to that party, you're gonna eat the shit off the plate. You're gonna drink blood. Oh, you gonna drink blood. If you going to drink blood. And see, and this is another reason why they start to change evil, because once a man start eating feces and drinking blood, he doesn't have appetite for regular food, not even as a vegan. He has a thirst for blood. Okay, it's a whole different taste. It's a whole different feel, and they don't eat normal, man. You ever experience a celebrity house? You ever experience a person with a lot of money? I say this guy made $10-20 million a year. You ever been to their house and you open the refrigerator, ain't shit in there but maybe a case of water? You probably say they just don't eat. They just like to eat out. No, man. Their kitchen ain't never been cooked in. Their refrigerators have never had no food in it because they eat humans. They cannibalism. They eat flesh. They eat poop. They drink blood. And they eat humans. They don't eat regular food. They're not even vegans. They cannibalists. And I think a lot of people can't comprehend that because it's real. And I know some of y'all have known some people in your community. I'm going to tell you something. The children the same way. Some of y'all know people who got a lot of money, and you might have went to their house a couple of times and opened up the refrigerator and they see the refrigerator is totally immaculate. Well, you got to think about that. You should call your mother and say, Mama, come and get me. Okay, let me explain it again. Have you heard about this? This happened about 4 or 5 years ago. A black girl was invited to a party with mostly white girls. They had a pajama party. She spent the night and woke up the next day dead. They beat the living shit out of her and pushed her off the balcony and said she jumped to her death. What you think? Man, I can't put this in words. I'm trying to show y'all the game. What happened? Each of those women was part of the Illuminati. Now, let me explain something to you. Some of these women y'all never heard of, and you won't. They already erased their name from the artifact. So you probably said, what's the point? The point is they all was some type of affiliation of the rituals, whether it be a cousin, whether it be a friend. They all had affiliations with some rituals, and they needed this ritual, not of any woman, but a particular black woman. So